Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson is a powerful and thought-provoking book that delves into the injustices of the American justice system, particularly regarding the death penalty and the incarceration of the poor and marginalized. Stevenson, a lawyer and social justice activist, chronicles his experiences with the Equal Justice Initiative, a legal practice he founded to defend those who have been wrongly condemned or those who couldn't afford proper legal representation. Through vivid storytelling, Stevenson presents case studies, focusing on individuals like Walter McMillian, a black man wrongfully convicted of murder and sentenced to death. The book sheds light on systemic issues such as racial bias, inadequate legal representation, and the socio-economic disparities that plague the justice system. Stevenson emphasizes the human cost of these failings, revealing the personal stories of individuals caught in a flawed and often biased system. The author's central message seems to be the call for reform and a plea for compassion and understanding. Stevenson advocates for a more humane and fair justice system, highlighting the need for empathy and the recognition of the humanity in all individuals, regardless of their past actions or societal labels. His work challenges readers to confront their preconceptions about the justice system and consider the ethical and moral implications of capital punishment and mass incarceration. Stevenson aims to inspire action and change, urging society to address the structural inequalities within the legal system. While I strive to remain objective, it's important to note that the book's powerful narrative and Stevenson's personal involvement might evoke emotions and potentially influence interpretations. Nevertheless, the core message advocating for justice, equality, and fairness within the legal system remains a critical and impactful aspect of Just Mercy. 7 Lessons Learned from Just Mercy. Institutional Bias and Injustice. The book vividly exposes the systemic biases within the American justice system, particularly concerning race and socioeconomic status. Stevenson's cases highlight how these biases lead to wrongful convictions and disproportionately harsh sentences for the poor and people of color. This lesson underscores the urgent need for systemic reform to address these biases. The power of empathy. Stevenson emphasizes the importance of empathy in understanding the circumstances of those involved in the justice system. By sharing personal stories and advocating for a deeper understanding of individuals' backgrounds, the book urges readers to recognize the humanity of those within the system, even those who have committed crimes. Impact of legal representation. Just Mercy underscores the critical role of adequate legal representation in the outcome of cases. The book demonstrates how inadequate or incompetent legal representation can lead to wrongful convictions and harsh sentences. It calls for an equitable distribution of legal resources to ensure fair trials for all, irrespective of their financial status. Death penalty and morality. The book delves into the ethical and moral dilemmas surrounding the death penalty. Through cases where innocent individuals faced execution, Stevenson prompts readers to consider the irreversibility of this punishment and its implications on the notion of justice and human rights. The importance of advocacy and activism. Stevenson's work with the Equal Justice Initiative exemplifies the impact of advocacy and activism in challenging and changing the flawed justice system. This lesson encourages readers to engage in similar efforts to bring about positive changes in society. Resilience and hope. Despite the injustices detailed, Just Mercy also showcases the resilience of individuals wronged by the system. The book highlights how hope and resilience are pivotal in the pursuit of justice and the ability to endure through challenging circumstances. The call for personal responsibility. Stevenson's narrative encourages readers to take personal responsibility for understanding and addressing the societal issues plaguing the justice system. It inspires individuals to actively contribute to making the justice system fairer and more equitable. These lessons from Just Mercy collectively aim to stimulate critical thinking, empathy, and a call to action, urging readers to re-examine their perceptions of the justice system and society at large. User chat. I'd love to help with a comprehensive summary of Just Mercy. but I won't be able to provide a chapter-by-chapter breakdown in extreme detail due to the length and complexity of the book. However, I can offer an overview. Chapter 1, Mockingbird Players. Stevenson sets the tone by recounting the story of Walter McMillian, a wrongfully convicted black man on death row in Alabama. This case becomes a focal point throughout the book. Chapter 2, Stand. The chapter discusses the establishment of the Equal Justice Initiative, EJI, and Stevenson's motivation to combat the injustices he witnessed. Chapter 3, Trials and Tribulations. This chapter introduces the case of Henry, a mentally disabled young man sentenced to life imprisonment. It exposes the flaws in the legal system that lead to the conviction of innocent individuals. Chapter 4, Old Elleton Church. Stevenson revisits McMillian's case, illustrating the racial bias and the lack of substantial evidence that led to his wrongful conviction. Chapter 5, Of the Coming of John. Johnny D. is introduced, a young boy prosecuted as an adult. The chapter delves into the struggles of juveniles facing adult sentences and the inadequacies of the legal system in handling such cases. Chapter 6, Rotten Wood and Iron. Stevenson addresses the deplorable conditions in prisons, both physical and emotional, where inmates endure harsh treatment and neglect. Chapter 7, Lockdown. Stevenson describes the experiences of his clients on death row, highlighting their despair and the psychological toll of their sentences. Chapter 8, All God's Children. The book discusses the story of Joe Sullivan, a mentally challenged teenager sentenced to life without parole, exploring the challenges of defending minors with mental disabilities. Chapter 9, Moses. This chapter emphasizes the importance of hope and resilience in the face of injustice. Stevenson recounts the story of a man named Moses who faced extreme challenges yet maintained his faith. Chapter 10, Mitigation. Mitigation becomes a critical theme as Stevenson delves into the importance of understanding an individual's background and circumstances in legal defense to provide a fair trial. Chapter 11, You Can't Kill the Truth. The fight for justice becomes more intense as Stevenson battles against corrupt authorities and racism deeply ingrained within the legal system. Chapter 12, Recovery. This chapter discusses the aftermath of legal battles and the toll it takes on both the lawyers and the clients. It delves into the emotional aspect of seeking justice. Chapter 13, Surety. Stevenson reflects on the complexities of achieving justice and the importance of staying committed to the cause despite numerous challenges. Throughout the book, Stevenson weaves together various cases, personal anecdotes, and societal critiques to underscore the need for reform in the justice system, emphasizing empathy, compassion, and the pursuit of justice for all. If the depth and gravity of Just Mercy have sparked your interest, delving into the book can be an enlightening journey. Its compelling narrative uncovers the flaws in the justice system and champions the pursuit of fairness and empathy. If this summary has intrigued you, exploring the full text will offer a richer understanding of the profound stories and insightful commentary within. Feel free to follow the link in the description to acquire the book and immerse yourself in Bryan Stevenson's impactful work. Share this summary to spread awareness and encourage conversations about justice and equality. For more captivating book summaries in this category and beyond, subscribe to our channel. Join us on this enlightening literary exploration. Just Mercy stands out in its genre due to its compelling blend of personal narratives and a call for systemic change within the justice system. What distinguishes it is Bryan Stevenson's intimate connection to the cases he presents, revealing the human side of the individuals impacted by injustice. For instance, Stevenson shares the story of Herbert Richardson, a Vietnam War veteran and one of his clients facing execution. Stevenson writes, I had grown close to Herb and his family, and I was struggling with the idea of losing another client. Moreover, Stevenson provides a thought-provoking perspective on the death penalty, discussing its moral implications. He writes, "Each of us is more than the worst thing we've ever done." This deeply resonates, challenging readers to consider the humanity of those convicted of crimes. The book also offers an insider's view of the legal battles fought by Stevenson and his team. He shares the challenges they faced, writing, "It's what I always say, we don't have the resources. We don't have the money. We don't have the power." This candid portrayal of the difficulties encountered in seeking justice sets Just Mercy apart by humanizing the legal process. Additionally, Stevenson's emphasis on the need for understanding an individual's history and circumstances, what he terms mitigation as a crucial aspect of fair legal defense, is a distinctive approach. He writes, "We should not be judged by our worst mistakes." This nuanced understanding of a person's background and experiences challenges the typical narrative of criminal justice. The book's power lies in its ability to combine personal stories with a call to action for a more compassionate and just legal system. Stevenson's emphasis on empathy, hope, and resilience makes Just Mercy a unique and compelling read in the realm of social justice and legal reform. In comparison to other works in the same genre, Just Mercy stands out due to its intimate and poignant storytelling. While other books might focus more on systemic analysis or legal theories, Bryan Stevenson brings a deeply personal touch to the narrative. Unlike academic or policy-driven texts, Just Mercy offers a narrative that intertwines Stevenson's personal experiences, his clients' stories, and a call for societal change. Compared to some legal memoirs that might solely focus on high-profile cases, Stevenson ensures a diverse representation of cases, delving into stories often unheard, giving a voice to marginalized individuals. This diversity of cases adds depth and breadth to the exploration of justice and humanizes the larger societal issue. Stevenson's unique approach of intertwining personal anecdotes with legal insights sets Just Mercy apart. While similar books might advocate for reform, few combine this with such emotionally charged narratives. This distinct approach makes the book not just informative but emotionally resonant. In comparison to the author's other works, like essays or speeches, Just Mercy is an in-depth exploration of specific cases and the broader implications for the justice system. While Stevenson's other writings might touch on similar themes, this book offers a more comprehensive and detailed look at the personal journeys of those affected by the flaws in the legal system. What makes Just Mercy unique is its ability to merge the legal discourse with deeply moving personal accounts, resonating emotionally while compelling readers to contemplate societal change. Just Mercy holds relevance and appeal for a wide range of listeners due to the universal themes it addresses. Life stages. For younger audiences or students, the book serves as an eye-opening introduction to the flaws within the justice system, shedding light on systemic issues and their real-life impact. It's a call to action, encouraging them to engage with social justice causes. Professionals in law or criminal justice might find the book invaluable for its insights into the challenges and complexities within the legal system. It can spark discussions and reflections on the ethics and morality of legal practices. Challenges. Individuals facing or advocating for those within the legal system, whether dealing with wrongful convictions, biases, or the death penalty, will find resonance with the book's narratives. It offers a window into the struggles faced by the marginalized and wrongfully convicted. Aspirations. For those aspiring to create change or seeking to understand the power of empathy and societal reform, Just Mercy offers a blueprint for activism and advocacy. It inspires readers to engage in causes for justice and equality. The book resonates with a wide audience due to its powerful storytelling and the author's plea for a fairer, more empathetic, and just society. It's particularly relevant for those seeking a deeper understanding of societal issues, those advocating for change, or individuals interested in legal reform and human rights. Just Mercy is not just a book, it's a mirror held up to society, reflecting the flaws and injustices within the legal system. Bryan Stevenson's poignant storytelling doesn't just unveil the biases and failures, it resonates deeply, urging us to confront our collective conscience. The book's significance lies not just in its documentation of injustices but in its call to action, compelling us to engage in the pursuit of a fairer and more compassionate world. Stevenson's narratives, intertwined with his personal journey, invite us to challenge our assumptions, empathize with the marginalized, and advocate for systemic change. Its impact reverberates in the minds of readers, stirring conversations about justice, equality, and the humanity we all share. Just Mercy serves as a testament to the power of empathy and resilience, emphasizing the imperative for social responsibility and reform. Its significance extends beyond the pages, resonating in our actions and engagements, compelling us to seek justice and fairness for all. It's a reminder that the pursuit of justice is not just a legal matter, it's a fundamental aspect of our humanity. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the summary I provided for Just Mercy. Did it capture the essence of the book effectively? Is there anything specific you found impactful or something you feel could be further emphasized? Your feedback will be invaluable in refining the approach and ensuring the unique aspects of the book shine through clearly.